With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Now remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
14. Reload. No, 14. Right left. Got it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 29, Wilson. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Walker. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Look left. Look left. Left pass. Left pass.
There's Wilson to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
4 down. 4 down. Hey, 0.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Lance to throw on second down here. And this pass caught by Gray. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. On EA's. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Back deep, Tariq Woolen. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to
taking it right down Broadway. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 12, 12. 1 left, 1 left. Good, good, good.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
36 power. Go. Shoot right. Go on, man.
To throw is Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far.
Oh, what a juke into space. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Lance looking to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 19. Hey, 0.
Here's Wilson. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Myers for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Walker has it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Touch 50, touch 50. Body. Reload. Go.
Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. tackle by Darrell Taylor.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They called out a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Lance going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
We use the word relentless.
This is going to be the same 2 to 3 plays all game. That's crazy stuff.
Really fits, doesn't it?
This week we got the scheme, if you can call it that.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson And the catches. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Double count right here. Double count. Left pass. Left pass. Six. Four down.
Lock it in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all of those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 140 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Hey, hey. Almost touchdown. Almost. 25, 25. Hey, hey.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
14. Hey, 0, 0, 0. 18, 14, got it. Hey, 0, 0, 0. 12, 12, 12. One plus. Hey, easy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Fuck that. Bang out. Go.
Now it's Wilson. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Runs him. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Here's Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go, set.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Lance looking to throw.
that'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Wilson to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
And that is incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run for the first time with Rashad Penny. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Zebra. Hey, zero. Fair.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Touch 50.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with.